Casey from Casey Michelle Art. Today I am getting my winter Hygge holiday journal ready for shipping. So I was going to make some wax seals, but I didn't want to put it directly on the envelope. I've got this one that is in my Etsy shop, and it already has the looks of a wax seal, but I thought I would add an actual real one on there, but I didn't want to do it directly. I want to be able to just make it here on this geode, I guess that's what it is, and glue it right here so that way it still opens without having to rip apart the little envelope. So this is a little template I have in my shop, and it has one of my faux stamps already on there, and then I added roses and then another little embellishment. But it is a vintage envelope that I superimposed these things on. So anyways, let's set that there. I'll put it under my dream rock. And this is a French chocolates tin that I decided to put all of my wax seal supplies in. And I've got these little pellets. It's almost like a rose pearlized pink. I find that these are a little bit easier to work with than these. These take so long to heat up and drip that by the time the amount drips on that I want to use to be able to stamp it, it's already hardened too much the first drip. So these I do not like as much, and eventually I think I will get a glue gun that does it. I think that would be the faster, easier way to do it. But anyways, right now I've just got these to work with, so let me think what color would work the best. Okay. Let me see what the front looks like. Let me set this here. That actually would be very nice with almost sage green leaves. So I'll set that out. And what else? Red could be nice. Brings out, this is a door stamp with a wreath on it. So yeah, that could be really nice, and it actually mirrors the color of that. Let's see if I can go a little darker, a little more cranberry. Yeah, that looks nice too. Yep, I think I'll use that one. Alright, so what I'm going to do, actually I don't need this now, so I'm going to heat this, and then I'm going to drop it directly on this. Hopefully that'll work. I actually haven't tried this yet. So you will be watching and seeing just like me if it's actually going to work. Okay, there we go. See how long that takes? It's just like, this is a really slow process. So that's why I think doing the glue gun is a better use of my time, because this just takes forever. Yeah, so I ended up selling my winter holiday Hygge journal yesterday. I was super excited. I'm going to be packaging that up today, and I always like to add a few extra little goodies, so I'm going to be adding some of my faux winter holiday stamps in there inside that envelope, and a few of my winter holiday postcards too. So I'll be sticking that in the journal, wrapping it up, taking it to the post office, and sending that off. And I send it off, and it's 3 days, so I think they'll get it in 3 days. All right, let's see, that might be enough. Let me blow that out. And let's see, yeah, I want to use this one. This one is a French stamp. It's really elaborate. It's my favorite. And let's get that last strip. All right, set that down here and go in with the stamp. And it might already be too hard to make the impression. It hardened up really quick on this. So let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's not perfect. I could have gone more, but see that it gets hard really quick on the stone. Yeah, and there we go. So there is that. So I'm going to make a few more, see how much more perfect. But anyways, there's a view of that. Has a crown, has, I believe, laurel leaves. Yeah, it's pretty intricate. And this one is my initial, C, with a crown, and then I think it's laurel leaves again. I like that one too. All right, so we made that just for fun. Let's see how that's going to look. Yeah, yeah, look at that, perfect. Yeah, so actually, let me get some glue. I've got it up here. Let's glue that and see how that's going to look. And I'm using Tacky Glue. I don't know how well that will work because I haven't done this before, but let's go in and give it a try. Okay. Slowly working its way down. Probably a glue gun would work too on this. All right, got a fair amount. And let's get that crown centered. Like that. Let's see how that's going to close. All right, let's move it a little bit. Yeah, and there you go. Look at that. Okay, perfect. All right. Since I am here, I might as well do a few others. Let's do the pellets so you can see me do that. Close that so it doesn't dry up. Pellets, I would recommend minimum 2 because otherwise it gets too thin. A couple of tips I'll give you while we're going. All right, let's get this lit. Alright, 2 pellets. Let's do 3 just for fun. And don't get it right in the flame. I have done that, and what happens is it starts to bubble, and then when you pour it out, it actually has bubbles in the wax, and it's not very attractive. So we'll use my letter C stamp. And this is a long process. It takes a while. Oh, and there's a flame on the bottom of my little spoon. There must be some residual wax on there that it's flaming up. Okay, and the pellets are starting to melt. So it's just a slow process. You have to have patience. It's very meditative while we're doing that. I will also be doing another video today. I'm going to be making a New Orleans journal. It's loosely based off of Interview with a Vampire because of course that's set in New Orleans and Paris, and I believe it's the late 1700s, early 1800s. And then also in combination with that, since I grew up next to Disneyland, I am a huge lover of the Haunted Mansion and also Pirates of the Caribbean. And of course, Haunted Mansion was, oh, it's starting to bubble. So I need to lift it up here. Yeah, I think because that flame on the bottom there. Let's do that. And then I think I also have some residual yellow in there because I think I see some pink and yellow intermixed. And sometimes you want to purposely do that where you want to put two colors in there and kind of swirl it up. I don't have a toothpick to be able to swirl it, but I think it'll still come out good. All right, I think we're there. Got to work quick with this. And let me make sure. Okay, let's do this. Don't want to press too hard because then it gets thin in the middle, and we'll just let it sit there. But anyways, what I was saying is that I grew up next to Disneyland, so I'm a huge fan of Haunted Mansion and of Pirates of the Caribbean. And Haunted Mansion, of course, was set in New Orleans, and the movie with Eddie Murphy, the beginning part of the movie, they're actually at a masquerade ball. So I'm going to be theming it with masquerade balls. The Garden District, I actually was in New Orleans a year ago. I traveled there by myself, stayed in the Garden District, and I love New Orleans. It is my favorite. Oh, look at that, gorgeous, perfect. It's my favorite city in the U.S. And then Pirates of the Caribbean was a favorite ride also as a kid. And if you've watched the movie, you know that they end up in the bayou. And in New Orleans, they used to have pirates. They have, there's I think a Pirate Lafitte. They have a bar where pirates used to congregate. So, I just love that city. Love the Garden District. If I could have a second home, it would be in the Garden District, New Orleans. So, and of course, Paris is a favorite international city. Oh, let's try to get this up. Trying to be careful, because like I said, I've not done this before. Let's see, I have a paper clip here. Let's try to get it up with that. Paris is a favorite destination. It was another place I went last year, traveled by myself, and then another place I went was Quebec City, Canada, which is French speaking and themed. Loved it, another favorite city. So I really had a good traveling year last year, thank goodness, since I had to cancel a trip to Paris this October. So got some travel out of the way last year. All right, let's do this carefully. Yeah, there we go. So a lot of work, but they are so beautiful. They have an old world flair to them. So I just wanted to show you kind of my process since I was trying this for the first time. It was an experiment because I had heard if you do it on like marble or some kind of material like this, you would be able to make them and not do it directly on the paper, because a lot of times I'm like, this came out terrible. And if you put it directly on the paper, if you pull it off, you end up ripping the paper and it ruins it. So yeah, anyways, that is wax seals. Thanks for watching. Bye.